fresh on them cold nights. Kiss the Holy Ghost when I roll by. Got them screaming like, oh my. Looking like that just got endorsed.
Now as I step into the show, if you got the Holy Ghost, say hey, okay. Now if you want the Holy Ghost and you know that God is woke, say how can I be saved? Hey, okay, what? How can I be saved? Say it with me. Hey, okay, what? How can I be saved? This side of the room. Hey, okay, what? How can I be saved? Everybody. Hey, okay, what? How can I be saved? Hey, okay. Okay. So, did you know that the majority of men have wifism? Now, what's so funny is that I didn't even know this was a term until I looked up in the dictionary, because I was just going to do the skit without the term, but I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what it means. It helps my point. So wifism is basically the tendency whereby women can only achieve things as the wives of men of rank. So basically, you can only achieve things if you got a man standing by you, right? So the way they spell is W-I-F-E. I spell mine W-I-F-I. And then I add the S-M at the end like sarcasm. Now to all the married women who husband raised their hands, unless you're with him and you're not married to him, and that just proves my points about it's him. So let's see how many men we got in here. We got 45 to 50 married men in the audience who may or may not be with their wives. For that matter, raise your hands with your ring finger. So I'm gonna go over some questions. Well, one question in particular. Now, man, I'm gonna give you a list. I'm gonna start off with one item of something that I want you to be honest with. If you do it, raise your hand. If you don't do it, don't raise your hand. You don't have to lie, because technically your wife is next to you. So, you gotta kind of tell the truth anyway. So, and plus I gotta give this statistics to the government, the CDC and all that, That's how we get you in here. We do the comment and we see who laughs at it. Then go to the CDC, the government, like, hey, Now, of the married men, because there's about 45 to 50 of you that raise your hand, who has children? Raise your hand. Now, your child don't have to be with your current wife. It could be like a baby mama, or a child that you adopted. It's still your child. Okay. Keep your hands up. Let me count. 35 to 40. About 35 to 40. Congratulations. You have been chosen for the CDC statistics. Okay, so the question is, now remember, this is a list of things that men and women do at home. So I'm trying to see, it's him that's the issue in this category. All right, so how many married men with children organize, plan, initiate meaning that you actually don't ask your wife, hey, what should I do? That's not initiating. She's going to be doing it. If you got to always ask her, right? How many people go to, attend? The reason why, because go to and attend is two of the same things. It's just worded different. So it's like if you go to your house to watch a football game, it's different from attending a football game, right? So how many of you actually do all of that for like extracurriculum activities like soccer, football, baseball for your children, chess, whatever your child plays, or female, your girl or boy plays? Now, I'm just throw it out there. I'm gonna just say maybe about 1/4 of you, or maybe 1/5. Now, tell the truth. Like I said, your wife is sitting right next to your, wife is him. Is sitting next to you. Now, how many men was fully involved in getting their children extracurricular activity? Fully involved. I'm not talking about get a snack once a month, go to the game once a month, watch it on replay on the phone. That's going to. I'm talking about attending. Okay, we gonna just keep it at 3, y'all. Oh, 4. Okay, so you have to think about it. Did your wife having you lie for you, so you gonna look bad? I'm surprised actually. I thought it was gonna be at least 8 out of 10. Now, with wifism, it also rhymes with terrorism. Now, how many married women do we have in the audience? I'm assuming that it's the same amount, 45 to 50. Because, if it's not him, wifism, then the woman sitting next to him should be his wife, right? I mean, of course, yeah, 2% of you brought your daughters with you. Now, I'm just talking about the married man. I'm not talking about the single man. So, if you're married and you got somebody next to you, then it should be either a family member or your wife. Now, I'm not going to let you married women off the hook. I'm letting y'all go raise your hand because I got the same question for you guys, which is supposed to be at least 9 out of 10 for you guys because it was 1 or 2 out of 10 for them. Actually, 1 out of 10 for them. So now I'm going to ask you the same question because you may have a maid or something that does this. So I'm not going to let y'all off the hook. Now, but speaking about terrorism, let's go back to terrorism. How many women feel that they are trapped in their marriage, terrorized by their husband almost or even every day? See, I make these jokes from experiences. No, he doesn't have to have you tied up or gagged in the mouth in the basement. That's not what I'm talking about. But if he does, then I'm your safe place. I'm your safe place. Talk to me after the show in the back. But seriously, these jokes come from me making a list of what I do in the household versus what my husband does. Now, women, we know even if we work a full-time job, we still pick up extra stuff, right? But give me a chance to explain. Now, after I finish the 7 things that my husband did versus the 67 things that I do, I had an epiphany. So I've been married 15 years. My husband had to correct me because I thought it was 14 years. I mean, you can't blame me because that first year was like a blur lies. So they don't count. But women, do you ever feel like you got the shorter end of the contract? Because marriage is a contract. Because it's a con first, and then it's a track. So it's tracking the con. But you don't have to look at it that way. But it protects us as well, too, right? Protect, and serve. Do you ever feel like you and the children are being held hostage? And the public schools are in on it. The workplaces are in on it. Now, let me go ahead and ask you the same question I asked the man. I want you to answer this question. Women, who does all of the planning? Who does all of the organizing, the initiation, the attending? I'm going to leave the go-to part out. The attending of the extracurriculum activities for your children, like any kind of sports, activities, anything outside of the regular school curriculum. That's what I thought. I ain't gonna say all the women that didn't raise their hand. I'm gonna let them know, because we already know wifism. 𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐒𝐑𝐄. When the Holy Ghost speaks, you know you're onto something. So God says, so anything that a wife responds to regarding the wifism of her husband, we're just gonna say, what?
Wife, it's him.
Thank you guys and girls, for having me. You've been a great, awesome audience. And thank you, Flow Comedy, for having me. I'm Florence Thompson.
Me first when them cold nights, catch the Holy Ghost when I roll by. Got them screaming like, oh my, looking like they just got endorsed.
Now as I step into the show, if you got the Holy Ghost, say hey, okay. Now if you want the Holy Ghost and you know that God is woke, say how can I be saved?